Yeah, hi friends. Now, as part of the Service Cloud offering, we have Omnichannel. So Omnichannel is a tool which automatically picks up records from the queue, which is containing records that is assigned to the queue and shows up in the service console. So let's go to let's see the setting from start. So as we have seen, you can create queues and based on case assignment rule, you can assign the cases to particular case users. So first of all, let's go back to our assignment rule. And if you remember, the case assignment rule automatically has been created, and we'll reuse that case assignment. So whenever the case reason equals installation and equals web, it gets assigned to email SNQ, after which I am the Naren R is a current member, correct? So this is the queue we are going to use and the assignment rule. So email queue. So let's go about using the omni-channel. Earlier, what was happening is we could see whatever cases were assigned in the previous video through the queue in the list view. If we select a list made of select the list of for records from that queue, then it will show us the records that are assigned to that queue. But here we are going to automatically automate this, where I'll get automatic notifications about a queue addition, and I'll be able to work on this. So let's work on that. So for that, first is we need to set up the omni channel. So select omni channel. First thing, obviously, you'll have to enable it. Just let me change that. Yeah, so enable the omni channel, save it, and this will enable the omni channel tool. Right now, we are not using skill-based routing, we are using it only for case assignment. And the next thing that you need to do is first create a service channel. This service channel will enable you to set the omni channel to pick up cases. So let's create a new one and say online case omni. And let's give the same name to it. And now you need to, for that workflow object, you need to select this case object, which object you want to support. So any any queues which are assigned to this object will get picked up by this omnichannel. So let's save this. Okay, so we already have another one. So what we'll do is, let's see if we can delete this. Okay, so it's already created here. So let us disable this. Yeah, it's used over here first. So let's remove this routing configuration. Yeah, so now we can delete this. Okay, so what we will do here is, let us change this existing one to some other object and we can continue. So continuing with this omni-channel setting, so what we need to first do is go to the service channels under omni-channel, the setup, and you need to create a new service channel. So how do you create? Already I have created one. So all you have to do is click on new, give case root, give the same name developer, and select the case object, and click save. In my case, it's already created. In your case, it will create it. Okay, so you can create only one service channel for one object. So just create this. First, you need to create the service channel. So this service channel will basically route work from that particular object. Next, you need to do your routing configurations. So again, routing configuration is a one-time thing. You have to create new routing configuration. Click on new. Here you will say case root or whatever you feel. You can say case root config. So this is basically the order in which worker times are pushed. So here your settings need to be right, and you will select the queue. So in our case, you are going to use the queue, email queue. Okay. And this routing priority, you got to give it name, and routing model, you can say most available. And this is an important one. The units of capacity has to be like 2 and 20. Units of capacity is, whenever uh, the number of units of worker time consumes, you can keep it 2, and this is the either percentage or total. So this is important. This is like every time a case is assigned, how much of the total work capacity is removed from the user. How to set it, how to set the total capacity, we'll see in the uh, other place. First, we need to do the routing configuration. So for that, I'll show the existing values. Yeah, so do this way, like you give two, routing priority 1 and most available. So it will route that. You can read out like what are the three options. We are going to select this basically based on skill available. So we'll say most available. Okay. So fill this up and create the new routing and click save. So we have the service channel created, and again let us see the service channel values. Yeah, so this value you have to follow, create, and routing configuration you have to create this, and then we need to create the presence configurations. Presence configuration is how much agents you can, how much work agents can take. You have selected that two in the routing configuration, that every case that gets assigned is going to remove two units of availability. So we have to create a new presence configuration for the user and say case root, and capacity you need to give 20. What it means is every time it will start deducting 2 so once it reaches 20 minus up, when you have select, when your new case is assigned, it will become 18. Another case gets assigned, it will reduce by 2. So this is the total capacity at any point of time, and if it exceeds this, it will go into the queue you have mentioned in the routing configuration. So let's say automatically accept. Right now we'll skip the agents decline offer, so select the name. So you need to assign this presence configuration to the user and click save. So you need to give both the profile as well as the users you want to. So now you have set the routing configuration as to how much queues per queue the case will get assigned, will remove from the capacity, and how much is the total capacity of an user in the presence configuration. Then the last thing you need to do is click on presence status, and you need to create presences. In my case, I have created, but it's not assigned to any service channel. So if I see available, let's click edit, create this available status and say online. Click on online, and now you need to select the service channel. Case route is the one which we created. Case route is what we have created. So let's save it. So what we are linking is the user's presence to which queue, which service channel. So from where the user will get assigned cases. So similarly, you need to create one for offline so that the user will be in two status. So, but in the case of the other one, you don't need to select any queue. Okay, you can just keep it as busy and select the busy checkbox. In the case of the first one, you need to select the queue. So once we are, so with this, we are good here. And another thing that you also need to make sure is you need to make sure that your user is selected. So go to setup in another tab. The current user should have live agent on. Whichever user you're assigning, go to that user record and see that, click on edit, and see that the live agent is set up, clicked. Otherwise you'll not be able to use this. Okay, so save this. Now if you remember, we saw the Lightning Console app. So now we need to go back to the Lightning Console app which we created and set up this omni-channel. If you have added this as a utility, it will start working on that particular channel. So edit the app. If you remember the previous Service Cloud video we have created, so in the utility item, if you're not added the yeah, so add utility item. If you have not added this omni channel, select omni channel and add it to this, and now make it and then save it. Okay, so with this omni channel configuration is set, and we are ready to any queue. So basic difference is earlier you have to create a list view to see the your cases assigned to your queue, but here it will automatically fire up. So let us see this in action. Let's go back. Now let's go to the Lightning Console app itself. So Light Console is the one which we created, which contains the omni-channel. So now it shows us a couple of things here. So we do not have any. Let's see if omni-channel. Let's select omni-channel. Let's see if we go available. So right now nothing is assigned. So let us fire that the scenario where the assignment rule will fire. So for that, let's check the assignment rule. Or let's create a case. Assignment rule case reason and equals web. So we can use our web form installation. So we can use our web form here, which we have created for creating cases, and create the same scenario. Oops, okay, it's got overwritten. So let's create a web2 case quickly. In my case, I have overwritten my HTML file, so I just need. So the assignment rule says case reason, case type. This is some of the values that we need, and that should be okay. So with that, we should have no need of captcha. Generate the HTML. So let's go to the case. So as you see, this is an amazing tool which helps us create web2 case forms it very fast actually. So let's open the and if you say installation, now this is going to submit a case of type web. So now it's going to create a case here. Now if I go to my omni channel, one more last setup that we need to do for the omni channel is assign the queue which we are following to the routing. So that you have to go to the queue which you are using the assignment rule, so that when it is assigned to the queue, it will push it. So you'll have to select this case over there, and now we are good here. So with this, we have created a couple of cases here. So let's create a case again. So now it's going to wink at me, and the Omni channel already got assigned. So see, now it's opening the case here, and also the case gets opened here because you have added as a nucleotide. So once more, let me create another case here. So it immediately comes up here. It's a small time delay, and the second case comes up. So this is the advantage here. We don't need to wait to assign queues. So pause the video here and go through the steps. Configure the Omni channel. It's a super powerful tool for